I walked into the apartment, tossing my briefcase on the couch. "Hey, Emily," I called. No reply, just the faint sound of music from the kitchen. "Dinner's almost ready," she said from behind the counter, her tone light but distant. "Great. How was your day?" I asked, peeling off my tie. "Busy," she said, not looking at me. "Nothing special." I hesitated. "Busy with work, or?" She shrugged. "Just errands. You know, the usual." I nodded, forcing a smile. "Right, the usual something." About the way she said it felt off, but I pushed the thought away. I sank onto the couch, rubbing my temples. Work had been brutal, and I needed a moment to breathe. My phone buzzed. "Mark," I answered quickly. "Hey man, how's it going?" I said. "You okay?" His voice was sharp, concerned. "You sound tense." "Just tired," I admitted. "Long day at the office." "Nothing new with Emily, I hope." His tone softened, but I caught the edge of caution. "What do you mean?" I asked, a flicker of unease passing through me. Mark hesitated. "I don't know, it's nothing, maybe. It's just, she seems a little distant lately, have you noticed?" He laughed, a bit too loudly. "Distant. We're fine, don't overthink things." "Don't overthinking," he said. "You just, well, maybe keep an eye out. I've known her for years, man. Subtle changes, they matter." I nodded quickly. "Thanks. I'll pay attention." The line went dead. Stared at my phone. Maybe he was right. Maybe I was ignoring things. But Emily always had her moods. I told myself that. That's all it was. I walked into the kitchen. "Dinner smells good," I said, trying to lighten the tension. Emily smiled faintly, still not meeting my eyes. "Thanks. Sit down." I took a seat. Silence stretched between us. I watched her plate, then mine. "So, anything exciting today?" I asked, desperate for a thread of normalcy. "Not really," she said, twirling her fork. "Mark came by at work?" "Yeah," I said. "Called while I was on my way home." "Why?" "Oh, no reason," she replied quickly. "Just curious." I studied her face, searching for emotion, but she kept it neutral. My chest tightened. Slightly, I shook my head. "I'm overthinking again," I muttered. After dinner, I cleaned up while she lingered by the window. The city lights reflected in her eyes. I thought they were beautiful, so calm, so untouchable. "You okay?" I asked, trying again. "Sure," she said softly. "Just thinking about what?" She smiled faintly, almost evasively. "Nothing important." I wanted to press, but I didn't. I told myself to trust her. I always had. Later, I collapsed onto the couch, exhausted. My phone buzzed again. A message from Emily. I frowned. "Can't sleep. Thinking about you? Call me." I smiled, relieved. Maybe she was just missing me. Typed back quickly. "On my way," I called. No answer. Again, silence. My heart sank. I tried again. Still nothing. I paced the living room. "Weird," I muttered. She said, "Call me." Why isn't she answering? I picked up the phone to text her. "Emily, where are you?" No reply. 10 minutes passed. My chest tightened. I tried to remember the small oddities, missed calls, her phone always on silent, vague excuses for errands. A pattern started to form. I told myself it was nothing. She was probably tired, maybe caught up with work, or maybe she just needed space. But the knot in my stomach refused to loosen. I dialed Mark. "Hey, it's me, Emily's." She's not answering. Said to call her, and she's ignoring me. Mark was quiet for a moment. "I told you to pay attention, didn't I?" "No," I said, my voice tighter than I wanted. "I didn't think." My words faltered. "I just don't know what to think. Just stay calm. Don't freak out. Sometimes it's nothing, but trust your instincts. You've got to watch for signs." I nodded, even though he couldn't see me. "Yeah, signs, right?" After hanging up, I sat in the dim light of the living room, my mind spinning. Memories of small tensions flashed through me, her sudden phone calls that she hid. Nights she claimed to be at home but sounded distant. fleeting glances that seemed to avoid me. I tried to laugh at myself, overthinking. Always overthinking. But even as I said it, doubt gnawed at my chest. Then my phone buzzed again. Message at 2:15 a.m. My heart leaped. Having fun. Wish you were here. Love you. I froze. The smile on my face vanished. I typed back, "Where are you? What do you mean?" Seconds passed. No reply. I felt my chest tighten. Panic clawed at me. My hands trembled as I stared at the screen. Something in my gut told me this was more than just a late-night text. Something was wrong. I tried calling again. No answer. I paced, muttering to myself. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. But I knew. I didn't know what yet. I didn't want to know. And in that moment, I realized the illusion of my perfect life was already cracking. I woke up to the sunlight streaming through the blinds, a dull headache pressing against my temples. My phone sat on the nightstand, silent. I hadn't slept much after that 2:15 a.m. text from Emily. I picked it up and scrolled through. Nothing new. No reply, I muttered under my breath. Where the hell were you? My fingers hovered over her contact, then hesitated. I didn't want to hear her lies, but I needed to. I called. Nothing. Again. Silence. My stomach churned. I tried one more. Time. Nothing. I finally gave up and sat on the edge of the bed, running my hands through my hair. I can't believe this, I whispered. I just can't believe it. The living room was quiet, except for the hum of the fridge. I grabbed my laptop, half hoping she left some clue behind. Social media. I typed her name and froze. There she was. Photos from last night. Dancing, laughing, drinks in hand, clearly not alone. My chest tightened as I scrolled. My hands shook. I felt sick. How could she? I whispered, choking back a dry sob. I stared at the screen, seeing the proof of what I had feared. My phone buzzed. Mark, I answered before I could think. Hey, man, are you okay? His voice cut through the fog in my head. I saw them. The pictures, I said, my voice barely steady. She's at some club, not where she said she'd be. Mark sighed. Heavy. I told you to pay attention. Did you confront her? Not yet, I said. I can't. I don't know what to say. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Man, listen, you can't just ignore this. You deserve the truth. Don't let her manipulate you. I swallowed hard, I know. But I still love her. I still want to believe it's a mistake. Mark's tone was firm. Love doesn't make you blind. Face it. Get the answers you need. I hung up, staring at the ceiling. Part of me wanted to forgive. Part of me wanted to scream. I felt trapped in my own mind. Later, she walked in, humming, acting normal. Morning, she said. Morning, I replied stiffly. Emily, can we talk? Her smile faltered. Talk about what? I swallowed, trying to keep my voice steady. Last night, where were you? Don't lie to me. She blinked, then crossed her arms. I was out with friends, that's all. Why are you making such a big deal out of it? Out with friends? I repeated, my voice rising. Emily, I saw the pictures. You weren't just out. You were at a club, drinking, laughing, alone. Her eyes narrowed. Oh, so now. You're spying on me? Is that what this is? Spying? No, I'm not crazy. I need the truth. Are you hiding something from me? She scoffed, tossing her hair. Hiding something? I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you're imagining things. I felt my chest tighten. Imagining things, Emily. I saw it. I know what you did. Her tone turned sharp. And what if I did? What are you going to do about it? Cry. Complain. You're overreacting. I shook my head, disbelief and pain colliding. Overreacting, Emily? We're married. Do you even care about us? She shrugged. I care. But you need to stop acting like a jealous child. The words hit me like a punch. Child, I've loved you. I trusted you. And this betrayal, it's not a child's mistake. It's everything I feared. She rolled her eyes. You're being dramatic. Calm down, you're blowing this out of proportion. I ran my hands over my face, trying to hold it together. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can keep doing this. I don't know if I can forgive. Emily's lips pressed into a thin line. Then maybe you should stop. Make a choice already. Decide if you're leaving me or staying. Her words were ice. I felt the room spin. I wanted to scream, but instead, I whispered maybe. Maybe I should. She tilted her head, studying me. Maybe you should, she echoed. Later that day at work, I tried to focus, but every thought drifted back to her. I found myself staring at the office walls until Lena walked over. You look like hell, she said softly, sitting beside me. Rough morning? I gave a hollow laugh. You could say that. I'm dealing with personal stuff. She nodded, her eyes sympathetic. Want to talk about it? I hesitated. Something about her tone, warm and genuine, made it easier to open up. It's my wife. I caught her lying. At a club last night, I don't know if I can forgive her. I love her, but my voice broke. I feel shattered. Lena reached over, placing a hand on mine. I'm so sorry. That's a terrible thing to go through, but you deserve honesty. You deserve someone who respects you. Her words hit me. Calm, compassionate, real, not manipulative like Emily. Yeah, I know. I don't know what to do. Divorce? Forgive? Leave? Lena squeezed my hand. Listen to your heart, but don't let fear or love blind you. Protect yourself. You're worth it. Her words echoed in my mind long after she left. For the first time in hours, I felt a flicker of clarity. Maybe this wasn't just betrayal. Maybe this was my chance to take control, to demand the respect I deserved. That night I tried calling Emily again. No answer. I stared at the dark screen, phone in hand, heart heavy. I woke up feeling heavier than ever, like the betrayal from Emily was pressing down on my chest. I grabbed my phone, still no reply to my messages, still no calls. My fingers shook as I dialed Mark. Hey, I said when he answered, voice tight. You okay? He asked immediately. No, I admitted. Can't do this anymore. I can't pretend it's fine. I think I'm done. There was a pause. Good about time, man. You've wasted too much on someone who doesn't respect you. I rubbed my eyes. I need to serve the divorce papers. I just don't know how to start. Mark's voice was firm. Start with clarity. Know what you want. Her manipulate you one more second. You're doing this for yourself, not to hurt her. I know, I said. I know that logically, but emotionally it's killing me. You'll survive. You'll be stronger. Just remember, don't hesitate. She's manipulative, but you're smarter. I hung up, taking a deep breath. Today I would confront Emily, finalize everything, and reclaim my life. She was in the kitchen when I walked in, humming softly. Morning, she said casually. I swallowed hard, steadying my voice. Emily, we need to talk now. Her eyes flicked up, cautious. About what? I laid the divorce papers on the counter. About this. Sign it or face the truth you've been avoiding. Her lips curled into a smirk. Divorce papers? Really? You think you can scare me with a piece of paper? Not scare you, I said. Wake you up. Face the consequences of your actions, she laughed, sharp and cold. Consequences? You're overreacting? You're dramatic? I don't even know why you're like this. I stepped closer, voice low and steady. You know exactly why. The club, the lies, the manipulation. I trusted you. And you destroyed that. She shrugged like it didn't matter. Destroyed? Don't be ridiculous. You're being melodramatic again. I did what I needed to do. You can't control me. I felt the anger building, but I forced myself to stay calm. Control you? No. But I will control how I let this affect me. I'm done being blind. Her smirk faltered slightly. Blind. You always acted like you had it all together. And now, I said, holding her gaze, I'm taking my life back. She leaned against the counter, arms crossed. And what about us? What about love? I laughed. Bitter. Love. That's gone. I loved you enough to trust you, and you wasted it. I don't want your love anymore. I want honesty, and that's something you can't give. Emily's voice dropped. You think you're walking away clean? You think I won't fight back? I shook my head. I'm not fighting you.
I'm walking away.
You're fighting yourself with every lie you've told. Karma doesn't need my help. Later, I called Lena. I did it, I said, voice heavy. Good, she said immediately. You needed to. How did it go? She didn't take it well. Tried to twist everything, make me feel guilty. But I stayed firm. I can't let her manipulate me anymore, Lena's tone softened. I know it's hard, but you're doing the right thing. Every lie she told, every betrayal, it's on her, not you. I exhaled slowly. I feel lighter in a way, but also shattered. How could someone I loved so much be so calculating? People like that, Lena said quietly. They can't help themselves. But you can choose how to react. Don't give her power over your life anymore? I nodded, gripping the phone. Yeah, I won't. Mark called later. So it's done. Yes, I said. It's official. Papers served. I feel like a weight lifted, but also I can't stop thinking about all the things she hid, debts, secret meetings, lies about her friends. She manipulated me, Mark. I told you, he said. She tried to isolate you, make you doubt yourself. Classic move. But you're done now. You're winning by walking away. Laughed. Softly, bitter. Winning feels hollow, but necessary. That evening, I went through old boxes, finding small reminders, gifts she gave me, photos of trips, letters. I held each one, feeling the sting of betrayal, then set them aside. I texted Lena, going through old memories. Feels wrong and right at the same time. Her reply came quickly. It's closure. You're letting go, not forgetting. It is important. I deleted digital photos from my phone, erased messages, and cleared chat logs. Each tap was painful, like cutting away pieces of my heart, but also freeing. The next day, I ran into one of Emily's coworkers, a casual acquaintance. Hey, I'm sorry, she said awkwardly. I nodded. Thanks. I appreciate it. It's messy, but it's being sorted. She hesitated. It's hard to see someone you think is different turn out this way. Managed a small smile. Yeah, but life goes on. I'm focusing on moving forward. Afternoon. How's it feel? Different, I said. Lighter, but still. A storm inside. Keep thinking about all the ways. She tried to control me. It's exhausting. You handled it like a man, he said. Firm, fair, and smart. Ma, we'll do the rest. I nodded slowly. Yeah. Karma. I don't need to plan revenge. Her actions are already catching up. I just had to take care of me. That night, I called Lena again. I think I'm starting to see clearly. Now, for the first time in months, maybe years. Good, she said softly. You deserved this clarity. Remember it. Protect it. I lay in bed later, staring at the ceiling. Emily's manipulations, the lies, the betrayal, they still hurt. But I felt a strange empowerment, like I was reclaiming parts of myself I'd lost in her shadow. I whispered to myself, I can do this. I will do this. I'm done letting her dictate my life. Somewhere deep inside, a small smile appeared. It's not because of triumph, not because I hated her, but because I finally chose myself. For once, the scales were tipping in my favor, and I knew, without a doubt, that her downfall, whatever form it would take, was already in motion. I didn't need to act, but the truth would find its way, and I would be free. I hadn't expected to feel this calm. The divorce was final. Emily's absence in my life was strange at first, like a hollow space in the apartment, but I could breathe again. Mark called in the morning. So, how's it feel, really? I smiled. Softly, different, lighter. I still think about her lies, all of it. But it doesn't hurt the way it used to.
Good.
He said, "You did the hard part. You stayed firm. Didn't let her manipulate you." "She's starting to lose everything," I admitted, feeling a flicker of satisfaction. I heard from a coworker that people are noticing her behavior. Friends questioning her, rumors spreading. Karma, I guess. Mark chuckled. "Exactly. Told you, man. You don't need to take revenge. Life has its own way of serving justice." I nodded. "Yeah, it's strange. Watching her unravel without doing anything myself." Later that day, I ran into Lena at work. She smiled gently. "Hey, how's the new chapter treating you?" I laughed softly. Freedom feels heavy and light at the same time. But I'm okay. More than okay, actually. "That's good," she said. "You deserved this clarity. You've been through so much, but I can see strength in you now." I felt a warmth at her words. Ass. Weird. I used to doubt myself so much. Let her decisions dictate my life. But now I feel grounded, stronger. Lena nodded. "You are. And you'll only get stronger. You've learned who you can trust and who you can't." I sighed, running my hand over my face. It's hard to believe it's over. Part of me wanted, I don't know, closure from her. Some kind of apology. She doesn't get to give that, Lena said firmly. Closure comes from you, not from her manipulation or guilt. You earned it by taking control. I thought about the old gifts I returned, the photos I deleted, the messages I erased. Each act felt like cutting cords I didn't even know were strangling me. Yeah, cutting the ties helped more than I imagined. You kept the power with you, Lena said, smiling. That's the difference. You're free, not broken. I chuckled lightly. What? Free. It feels surreal. Part of me feels guilty, like I'm being petty for feeling relief while she struggles. But then I remind myself it's not petty. It's justice. I didn't need to ruin her life. She did that herself. Mark texted me later. She tried calling. Typed back. No, and I'm not answering. Let her face her choices. I've got my life now. I felt a lightness I hadn't known in years. Walking through the streets that evening, I noticed things differently. The sun setting, people laughing, the city alive around me. I realized I hadn't appreciated life properly while wrapped up in her lies. At home, I found myself talking, out loud, almost to no one. I can do this. I can rebuild. I'm worth more than lies, more than manipulation, Lena called that. Let you sound at peace. That's amazing to hear, I said quietly. It's not just relief. It's understanding. I see my worth now. I see the value in honesty, in trust. And I see that I can survive betrayal and come out stronger. That's the real victory, she said softly. Not revenge, not punishment. You. I smiled. At her words, you're right. I feel alive again. Like I can breathe without her shadow hanging over me. We talked for a while. Mostly small things work. Life, but the comfort in her voice reminded me that support existed outside toxic bonds. That was a new feeling, but welcome. Later, I checked social media casually. Emily's posts were frantic, defensive, and scattered. Friends commenting with doubt and disappointment. It wasn't satisfying in a gloating way. It was just reality catching up to her. Life mirrored her actions back. I didn't interfere. I didn't need to. I whispered to myself, this is what I needed. To let life handle her while I focus on myself. The apartment was quiet. I sat on the couch, phone in hand, reflecting. On the months of chaos, heartbreak, and betrayal, my chest no longer ached with panic or doubt. Instead, there was clarity, empowerment, and a sense of peace I hadn't known before. I spoke softly to the empty room. I survived her lies. I survived the betrayal. I'll survive anything else life throws at me. I choose me now. I always will. Mark called one last time that week. So, how's the man of steel? I laughed, genuine this time. Steel. Stronger, though. Smarter, definitely. I know my limits now, and I know my worth. He chuckled. Proud of you, man. You handled this like a champ. I hung up, leaning back. My phone sat silent. My life felt mine again. No manipulation, no betrayal, no shadow of distrust. Just me, my choices, and the freedom to rebuild. I whispered almost to myself, I can trust again. I can love again. Carefully. But first, I trust me. And with that thought, I felt a calm settle over me, stronger than grief, deeper than anger, and purer than revenge. Closure wasn't her apology, her regret, or her downfall, it was mine. Of my life, I smiled softly, finally at peace.